Alright, hello, welcome. My name is Jason Welsh, and welcome to Lightroom. This is going to be an assignment for my students in basic cropping and organizing within Lightroom 2. So, Lightroom 2 is located down in your bar. It's a little gray icon, and it looks a lot like this, Lightroom 2. What we're going to do is take a series of images that I give you in your block folder, bring them in, and crop them in different ways. And then we're going to organize it in some manner to make a contact sheet and a print. Okay, so let's get started. What I want you to first do is go out here to the Macintosh hard drive where it says folders and make yourself a folder. Add folder by clicking on the plus, and I'm going to say put this on your desktop for right now in a new folder called let's see, first name, last name, gallery, and hit create and hit choose. Okay, I want you to page down to that, and you'll find there is nothing in here. No folder, no photos, no nothing. Go file, import photos from disk. Whatever block folder that I have given you, there's going to be in that block folder a series of pictures. Okay, I have placed mine on the hard drive, but they're going to be a directory within it called pictures, and here's all the pictures. I want you to choose the top one, shift choose the bottom one, and hit choose. 82 photos, and hit import. This is a series of photographs my wife took, and we're going to just crop them in various manners and see which one works, which one don't. We're going to decide on which ones we're going to develop. It's going to vary upon your taste. Alright, so let's get started with this. Basically, this is how it goes. If I click on a folder or a photograph, I can go into develop. And I can see if, a lot more detail this way. Another thing I could do is mess around with the exposure, recovery, fill light, blacks. The best thing I could do for you as a newbie is to let you play around with these. I'm not going to go in and, basically tell you about every little line in here. That way, there's no rules. Okay? So you can play around, but here's, one rule. The photo must look good and realistic. Okay? Here's an example of don't go like this and make some neon green vegetation. Okay? If you mess around with these settings enough and you find that you've screwed it up enough, hit reset. Okay? Let's go back to library. There's also a way to view each one a little bit bigger without going into the development window, and that is located here. Now I can use my arrow buttons to go through the photos. That's my Great Dane Jude. Yes, he is a monster. Okay, now that we know how to browse through several photos very fast, let's kind of go through these and pick out some really good ones in the shots. So let's go back to our catalog library. And I would say this one right here really doesn't belong in it. So I'm going to right click on it and delete photo. It's going to ask, do I want to delete it from disk or remove? I just want to remove it from this collection. Do not hit delete from disk. Only remove. Okay. I would say this one's better than this one, so I'm going to remove this. So this is where you have to go through each and every one of these and kind of choose which one are the best shots. I'm going to let you decide. After you've totally picked out all the shots that you want to keep, I also want you to crop them in some way. Okay, and let me find one that has a good example of this. Here we go. Here's a pop can. Okay, so go into develop and let's use the crop tool. I have a crop tool right here, and I can go ahead and click it and then drag it over, drag it over, drag it down, and drag it up, and then hit enter. That is a good example of a crop. You don't have to crop each one to corresponding to what's in the scene. Just crop it to what you think makes the best shot. Also, a very broad thing I'm just giving you right here because I want to see what you think is a good shot, not me directing you towards, my idea of a good shot. Be open. Once you go back to library, you're going to find that that is still cropped, and it has this little tiny tool over in the corner that you can go and see what has been done to the photo. Photo has been cropped. Again, this is all live. So if I ever want to go back into the pop can, I could do so. But there's no real way to kind of let's say reset it back to normal. Okay? If you go to develop, however, you would think that would be a wrong statement, and you would be right. Isn't that cool? So you can crop them, put them in your gallery, and if you decide later that you don't want it cropped anymore, you could choose reset. That's amazing technology right there. All right. So when you're done, you should have, let's say no less than 20 pictures. No less than 20 pictures in this gallery out of 82. Okay? So be wise of what you are going to crop within the photo. Get rid of any dead weight. And then when you're done, go on to the next video.